Morning folks, how we going? Brew day. I'm into it nice and early this morning. Well, not super early, but earlier than normal. It's just before 8. Got me mash water coming to the temp. You can probably hear it whirring away in the background on the Brewzilla / Robo Brew today. For reasons, but anyway, that's what's happening. Today, Brewventures number Brewventure number 7, ChaiPA. IPA with some chai tea and spices. This particularly is what I'm using. So the base I'm using is a cut down, revised, bastardized version of the Pliny the Elder. I've basically taken that base recipe because it makes such a good beer, and I've pulled it down to get closer to what I'm after. Now, I want a fairly solid West Coast IPA sort of a base, but I don't want it being too super heavy, because I want this chai to be able to play along with it without being overpowered by the beer, but I also want the beer to be strong enough that the tea isn't going to dominate. Reality is that's probably a fairly delicate balancing act that I seriously doubt I'm going to get right. I'm really just flying blind with this one, hence why I've tagged it under Brewventures, because really who knows how it's going to end up. I'm only really running with guesswork. This pack is, I haven't even cracked this. The intention was to make a little bit of this up as a tea and see how it tastes, how strong it was, and sort of go from there. And the reality was, I thought, well, how much can I really work that out? So, well, let's just get in, brew it up, throw what I think will be a good amount of this in, and see where it goes. If it works, if the flavours are okay, then I can adjust it and play with it going forward on future brews, or certainly adjust a recipe I can put out to you folks at home if you want to try it yourself. So that's the base. Water's on. I've got about 25, 26 litres coming up the tap, doing an 18 litre batch. So I've treated that. Water's got some vitamin C, calcium sorbate, and a little bit of sodium met to get rid of chloramines. That's a little bit of gypsum and chloride, and some lactic acid. Treated, come in the mash tank. And when it comes to temp, I'm going to get in. So I'll leave that for now. I'm going to get the grains and things organised. I've got them here. We'll have a quick look at what the grain bill is, and we'll roll along. And sometime soon, have a bit more of a chat about this stuff, the chai. Righto, grain. Our base is Voyager Valoria at just a tad over 75%. That's to give us a nice deep malt underneath to layer up on. Righto, we've got Voyager wheat, 4%. And 8% malted oats. Now the wheat and the oats are to bring in some creaminess. I had tossed up just doing this with lactose, but I haven't got any lactose and I can't get it in town. So I nearly grabbed a bag up last week. I was over in the brew shop over in Cowra. I really grabbed some while I was there. I bloody should have. Anyway, grabbed a tin of the Colony West ginger beer, which I'll be doing soon. But anyway, that's a different thing. Cara, got some Cara Hill. No, well, I do have Cara Hill. First of all, this bag is Caramel Light. This is from Breeze. This is at 4.8%. This is just to bring a little extra, just a little extra depth to the malt. And to that, we got some Cara Hill, 3%. The last of that. So there's about an extra, I don't know, 0.5% in there. Yeah, not a real lot. Anyway, so that's it. Get this milled, then we can get mashing. Righto, so we're ready to mash in. I've got about 22 litres of water in here. Currently at 62 degrees, which is mash in. So I'm going to mash at 62 for 40 minutes. Then we'll go to 67. And that's not what I needed. Righto, we're back in. Okay, we'll wait and see how much of an issue that causes. And this is one of the reasons why I've stepped away from the from this bloody Robo Brew. But I've got bloody I've scorched the element on the bloody nano on the last brew, and I haven't finalised getting it cleaned up. So just been too busy with work and a couple of trips to the coast. I haven't really finished getting it ready, which I'll be doing tomorrow. I've actually got a little bit of spare time. But So that's why we're on here. But here we go. We're in. So I'll give this 10 minutes. I'll come back and stir it and then get the pump going. I will stir this about every 10 minutes during the mash. We'll come back a bit further down and see how we're travelling. Right, I just pulled the malt pipe, mash is done. She went through no dramas. I let it sit for about 15 minutes. At the start, gave a little bit of a mix up with the mash paddle, and started the pump, the recirc. Recirced nice and slow, and she's recirced beautifully the whole way through. I haven't had to give it a stir at any point during the mash. 40 minutes at 62, we did 20 minutes at 67. That included ramp time, and then 30 minutes up to 75. So mash is done. I had a gravity reading just after the 67 rest, and we were looking very close to our targets, so that's good. So I'm just going to sparge this. I've got about 5 litres. Now, I've got the screen back in here. I put it back in. I put it back in after taking it out earlier. Alright, we're getting a nice slow flow, so I can probably top that up. Yep, that's draining nice and slow. The mash is holding the water. It's nice, which is what you're after. It's what you're aiming to get with these bloody Robo Brews, the Brewzillas, any all-in-one for that matter. But so often your water just it just dumps out so quick that you can't get a nice slow sparge going on. But this is going absolutely beautiful. At the moment I've got probably 2 inches of water sitting above that top screen, and she's dribbling through nice and slow. So we'll let that continue. I'll get the get this coming up to a boil, and then we'll once it gets there, check some numbers, see how we're going, and we'll sit down and we'll have a chat about the hops and how we're getting this chai in. Okay, we're at a boil. Post mash gravity's a little bit above what we wanted, but the volume's just a little bit under. So I topped it up. I've calculated we're probably maybe 1, even 2 points over target gravity, so I'm very happy with that. Mash went through without a problem, no issue. So that's underway. Hops are here ready to go. So what I'm looking at, pull the hops back. As I said, pull the hops back from the final recipe. Running with a similar sort of schedule, just with a few minor adjustments. Obviously, I had to pull the initial hops down because, yeah, 120 plus IBU in the Pliny ain't going to work here. So first edition is some Magnum at 40 minutes in the boil for 22 IBU. Second edition is Columbus, enough for 12 IBU, that's at 25 minutes. Uh, 10 minutes, we've got 5 IBU of Simcoe, and with that is Nutrient and Wolflock. So at flame out, I will drop in the chai. It tells me 1 teaspoon per cup. I think I'm probably going to need about, I think the equivalent of 1 cup to 2 litres of beer. So that works out at 9 teaspoons for the 18 litre batch. I'm going to round it up to 3 tablespoons. That's like 9 teaspoons. That's 2 1/4 tablespoons. I'm just going to round up to 3. Just an old tea making thing, like when you're making a pot of tea, you put one for each cup, then 1 for the pot. So just following that sort of thing. But I'm just a bit not convinced that 1 teaspoon is going to be quite enough, you know, to lift the punch just enough. So that's where we go. This stuff, if this isn't open, it smells really good. I'm looking forward to this. And I'm actually gonna, I think I might make myself a little little pot of chai this afternoon once the brew's done. I don't drink tea at home very much. The wife's a tea drinker, and normally when we're out and about, when we're tripping around, we do like to get into a bit of a tea house, and at that time I will drink I will get a chai. So never made one at home, so I think that could be first for Little John this afternoon. But anyway, hops are all in. Let the whirlpool go for 15 minutes at 90 degrees, then we'll chill this bugger up and see what we look at when we go into the fermenter. Alright, I finish up with about 21 litres in the kettle, so I'm hoping I can get 2 lots of 9 litres into the fermenter. That's the target anyway. We'll see how we go. 2 of them. Alright, transfer finished. 2 by 9 litre. Oh, you come on right then. Perfect timing. Yeah, 2 by 9 litre fermenters. So 18 litres, which was target. Our gravity is 246. It's probably 1058. So I think we're looking for 1057. Yep. So bang on. Like I said, I did turn the boil down from both elements, turn the 500 watt element off, so I just ran the 1900 for most of the boil because she was boiling very hard, so I was worried about getting too much boil off. So in the end we didn't need the extra top up. There was a little bit that came from the mash pipe draining it. I put in about halfway through the boil. It was probably, might have been 400 ml in there, but either way, yeah, we got bang on numbers. So 2 fermenters. I'm going to pitch different yeast on each, of course. The BRY 97 and a London. So 1 US, 1 Pommy, and see what difference we get. I would expect the London to finish a little bit malty, a bit fuller, with a bit slightly higher final gravity. I expect that to go a little bit lower. So that's the BRY 97 is the yeast in the recipe, which will be down below. But see how she tastes. The tea the chai the smell's been quite noticeable. Let's see, it's not massive. Okay. The tea note's noticeable in that, so again, not a huge amount, but once those sugars are gone, I think it's going to certainly be noticeable. But you can just get hints of those little spices that are there. So all is looking good. Things are going well. Brew day went quite smoothly, apart from one or two little things, yeah, like the extension pipe coming out since just after we mashed in, but nothing major. Day went really well, so all good. Numbers hit, targets hit, beautiful. Got to be happy with that. Comments and questions down the bottom. Thumbs up to Little John's Patreons. It's linked down the bottom if you're interested in having a look what it's all about. If you subscribe, very good. If you're not, there's a button down there, hit that, ring the bell, you get notified when anything's coming on, you don't miss anything. And if you like what's going on, give me a thumbs up. All these things help keep the channel going in the right direction, whether it be that way, or we prefer it doesn't go down, but whichever way it goes. But anyway, that's ChaiPA 8 underway. So we'll see in a couple of weeks. See how you're going. Actually, ferment will be 5 days at 18, which we'll drop first dry hop in, which we haven't actually talked about. Dry hop, 22 grams of Centennial, Columbus and Simcoe on day 2. Then on day 5 we'll drop 6 grams of Centennial, Columbus and Simcoe, so that will get split between the two fermenters. I won't make that mistake like I did with the piggy. And then day 5 the temperature will get bumped up to 21 for a couple of days, let it finish off, and then down to cold crash for a couple of days. All up, planned ferment is 12 days. We'll see how we go. So see you in end of May for maybe even early June for a taster. So until then, if you're brewing beer, drinking beer or talking beer, good brewing.